Alright, cool. I don't know if we're streaming yet, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna see if we're live here. Alright, cool. Looks like we're live. We're a little bit behind. Learning this as we go, so this is my first time doing this. Let's see how this goes. I don't have the really cool setup yet. I don't have the intros yet. But anyway, welcome to the Tired Dad Tech. Again, this is my first stream. I'm just testing this out. Playing a little War Thunder. It's a fun game. If you want to play for 20 minutes, want to play for 10 minutes, you want to play for 3 hours, it's there for you. It's a World War II base game. It's freemium, as I call it. You can pay real world cash to get the currency that's used within the game itself for better upgrades, faster upgrades. But so far I've been playing free, and it's still fun. You don't get totally destroyed when you're playing with other people online. Anyway, I'm gonna get started. Looks like I got my daily reward here for either bonus research points to get new vehicles, or which in this case I got brand new research points for either better vehicles or for better weapons for those vehicles. Like I said, this game is based using all World War II planes and tanks, whether they be fighters, bombers, tank killers, anti-aircraft, jeeps and trucks. It's a fun game. I mostly do the arcade stuff. It's not realistic to World War II itself, because you can do some crazy things, and on the same team you can have Japanese fighters, German fighters, British fighters on the same team. So again, this is just more for fun. It's not realistic whatsoever. There are other portions of the game where you can play a realistic mission, which I have not tried. So like I said, I play this for fun. I've got very limited time to play or to get a part of it for right now. So for right now, I'm going to fly as the French for this first run. So we're going to take a look at what I've got. Let's see here. Here's my bomber. Very French looking. I like the look of this thing. It just looks great. Like, it just carries a ton of bombs. It's great. Then there's the fighter bomber that I've got here, and here is my straight fighter. So that one's ready to go. I like this one. It's faster than a lot of the ones that you start with. As you progress in the game, like I said, you do get to earn better fighters and better weapons for those fighters, such as armor piercing rounds, incendiary rounds. Like I said, I don't know how realistic they are. I don't do my heavy research. I know a couple of buddies of mine, actually a friend of mine who I used to work with years ago, he used to repair World War II fighter planes, so he'd be the guy to ask. I'd have to ask him. Anyway, let me turn on my booster so I can get better and faster research. And let's get started. Let's just play. And of course, this stream I will be having an adult beverage or two, so salud. It's the cheap stuff, nothing fancy. Alright, I'm going to get started with the fighter first. Get some excitement. Because here's some of the optional ammunition you can get. I go for the universal. It's got a little bit of everything. So let's get started. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm using the lav mic that I have here. I like it because it doesn't pick up external noise. Let's see. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys or too low, my voice versus the audio. I'm gonna see how that goes. It's on my head, I'm cut off. Alright, where are the fighters? Okay, this particular mission we've got 3 targets, which the bomber can actually go in for. It looks like there's some naval aircraft, naval craft, and here comes the fun. Let's see how we do. Let's see if I get creamed or not, like early on. I want to fake right. And then What's left? Here we go. Ooh, that was quick. Alright, look around here. Said this isn't extremely realistic. There are lead indicators that they'll just, that tell you where to fire, especially when you're chasing somebody down. That one's too far away. Also, too, the auto reload. This particular aircraft has machine guns and larger cannons, so that it can take down heavier craft or smaller craft a lot quicker. Doesn't seem to be anybody around. Can I do any damage to these boats? Let's find out. If you notice the blinking yellow targets and flashing yellow targets, those are the ones that you're supposed to destroy. If you look at the bottom left of the screen, it tells you how many ground targets are available for both your squad and for the opposing squad. That's a mistake. I'm not doing that again. Once either side reaches 0, that team wins. So if I get the red side to 0, then we see this on me. Hang on. He's back there. Oh, it's these guys. I can't outturn this one. He's usually really good. Whatever this plane is, he's really good. Let's see if I can shake him. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. And I'm too far from everybody else to even up. Yep, gone. Plane bird down. Take a set. You know what? Looks like they're starting to bomb. We can blow something up. This guy's got a rear gunner, and of course the cannons on the wings, and can carry a single bomb. Also, too, speaking to the realism, the bomb reloads itself magically. So, I'm sure there's a World War II purist out there saying that's not the way it's supposed to go. This is for fun. I'm sure there's a mode in here that you can turn stuff on. It's over here. Where are the ground targets at? There's a whole bunch over there. Let's go there. See if I can blow something up. Ground targets can be anti-aircraft cannons. It can be jeeps or vehicles, supply trucks. You just got to get them all good and blow it up. All right, let's see how we go. Oh, there's 2 fighters in front of me. Let's do something in front of me. Got a good shot right here. And boom, hopefully that'll get that one. Let's go with these vehicles. I am way too hot with this. Got the AA. And I'm not going to wait 40 seconds. Where the fight is at? Where'd they go? Alright. I'm going to focus on these vehicles. Looks like they're leaving me alone. Where'd they go? Oh, there we go. We're only ahead by... Ah! My tail gunner's gotta do something better than that. Come on. Ooh, I got my bomb back. Let's see if I can survive here. Anybody in front of me? Nothing good that I can get. Alright. Can I even make this turn? Look at that. My tail gunner's throwing up. Alright. Here we go. Now there's another AA cannon. I'll go for that one instead. Those are hugely armored. They're in a bunker. If I can at least damage these guys, I'll be happy. Alright, Where's the A? Probably passing 4 times. There it is. Alright, and we're gonna go... Boom, hopefully that did it. That did not do it. Off the surface. Alright. This is gonna get real boring and real fast for everybody involved. Once it is shot down. This is one of their bases. If I had my huge, real super heavy bomber, I'd be dropping bombs on this thing. And once it goes from that red circle to white, the base is destroyed. That just gives you more points, or gives them less points at the end. We're ahead right now. If I'd have known I was going to be alone here, I'd have had my fighter with the cannons. Who the heck? Okay. Okay, then. Got busted up by a little biplane. That's awesome. That's super embarrassing. Alright. We're going big, babies. Let's see. That one's the weakest. I'm gonna go over here. I mean, look at this thing. This thing's just gorgeous. I love this thing. Alright. Now, I'm not gonna talk trash in the fighters because I had one chase me down up here. Usually at the higher altitudes, at like 4,000 meters and up, the fighters can't catch you. The air's thinner, their smaller wings can't catch you. But I've had, I remember saying that once. I was like, oh, they can't catch me, and then right after I got done, a German fighter just came and took me down. So I stopped talking. You can also change your view, especially with the bombers. It helps. You can control your turrets. If you've got turrets in the back, you can control where the green goes. This is my bottom turret. This is my top turret, and I have a turret in front, so I can aim. If you see the green reticle moving with me. Now that we're coming up on our target, I'm going to switch over to the bomb sights. So this is where you're seeing all the World War II movies, where you see like the bombardier talk to the pilot and all that stuff. I just imagine all that actually happening. Ooh, can we have fun here? That's an AA.
Victory is close.
You know what? I'm going to feel bad if I don't have enough bombs to take that base out. So let me zoom in. Let me slow her down. Get that A later on if I got the chance. Our bases are almost destroyed. All right, here we go. Cool. Coming in. And I'm going to hit spacebar like 100 times. Oops, a little early. Go. Spacebar releases all the bombs. Looks like I got 12 left. You can actually watch it too. So from the last bomb I dropped, we can watch it. And then I'll circle back and I'll come back. Since we're so far up, to turn this boat around is a mess. And there we go. Ah, it's damn, it's just not blowing up yet. Checking my view. Looks like our bases are still up. Alright. Now this old girl doesn't turn like all the fighters do, so I gotta swing her around. And here we go. Dive bomb is closing too fast. Yep, coming in a little hot. gets all the bombs. Let's see if I can get it.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
This one's going to be close. And also, too, if you look at the top center. Oh, I didn't get it. If you look at the top center, there's a blue bar and a red bar. The blue bar is us. Whichever bar gets to the center first loses, or whoever has the least amount of bar at the end. Hope you guys can hear me again. First time doing this live. I don't know how the audio is. I don't know how the video quality is. Currently transmitting at 720p at 30 frames per second. I did some local testing where I would test some of the frame rates, test some of the resolutions. And the computer I've got is pretty good, I think, for a lot of stuff. But the second you start adding transcoding the video while you're trying to play, that's when it really starts to take a dump. And it pixelates a lot. I don't drop frame rates. I don't drop any frames, but it pixelates really bad. And that kind of really lessens the quality of the stream. Good. Let's get you. Let's turn this boat around, shall we? And the current computer I've got, it's an older, it's an AMD 8350. It's an 8-core, 4 gigahertz per core. If they're not all used, the first 2 cores of turbos to 4.2. Decent. We barely made it. Holy cow! That's fine. I'll take it. So it's got 16 gig of RAM in it. So when I go to encode the videos using all the other videos that I've uploaded, it'll do a 5-minute video in about 4 minutes. So that's not bad. Where I start to lose it is stuff like now, where I go to transcode video on the fly and transmit it live to YouTube. That's why I've said this is a test. I'm sure how this goes. All right, looks like I got first try. It looks like I blew something up. I was the first one to blow something up. Yay me. Okay, so got a couple upgrades. Let's see. The last upgrade. Ooh, I could get a better turret. I like that. And I'm going to research my engine injection here. That'll make me go faster. I like that. All right, cool. Let's go to the tanks. Let me go to the Americans. Oh, these are my American fighters. This little putt-putt thing. This thing is great against ground units. I love this thing. Here's my other fighter. This one's pretty good. It corners very quickly. I like this one. It's actually better than my super fast French fighter because this one just outturns it. And then I got me a flying boat. I love this thing too. The only thing I don't like about this is that it is slow. And it takes a while to get there. For the amount of bombs that it carries, it takes a while to get there. Anyway, let me switch over to the army and get to my tanks. I love this guy because he's got 2 cannons. This is my anti-aircraft one. Also good against lighter tanks because it's got 4 guns on it. It's just brutal. This is supposed to be my best tank. If you see it, each of these tanks have battle ratings. So I've got a battle rating of 3.7. It's my highest rated tanks, but it's like terrible. Like I have a hard time with this tank. So user error, I'm sure. Then these last 2, these guys, the M5 and the M2, they're just fast. I usually, especially like the heavier German tanks, like you'll see those maybe. I run circles around these things. Like you can practically drift with these tanks. Just their speed and their cornering ability is fantastic. So I'll just spin circles around them. Armor's not the best, but they can't hit me. So while I'm just dropping shells on people, firing the machine guns, I'm probably just confusing them. I take a couple out before I go. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to start our battle. The air battles load a lot quicker. A lot of people, I guess, like to be they like to fly, like to be in planes. I know I do, but the ground battles you'll see are a little different. There's a little bit more thinking. With these battles, you have to, in a lot of online multiplayer games, you have to capture and hold points. This is no different. Recently, because of the levels that I've earned, instead of having to capture 1 point, we have to capture 3. So if you hold more than 2 for a length of time, you're gonna win. You're gonna see the same 2 bars at the top, the blue bar and the red bar. Blue bar being us, red bar being them. So here we go. We're gonna get started. And this might be it. I got the fireplace on in the basement. This talking is killing my throat, so I like this one first. You've got all kinds of different rounds that you can fire. This guy's even got a smoke round to completely cloud the area that you're firing on. But I'll stick with the 2 armor piercings. The thicker the armor here is, the thicker the armor that the round can penetrate. And the opposite, the thinner the armor, the thinner it can penetrate. But this one's also explosive. So once it penetrates the armor, it will explode inside. So it's whatever you want to do. But now that I'm a little bit of a higher level, a lot of these guys have way better tanks than I do. So I'd rather go for the armor piercing. All right, let's go. Looks like a couple of my guys are capturing points already, which is nice. So where am I? Oh, this looks like, if you look at the bottom right on the map, the so-called radar, that's actually the visibility that the other tanks have. So if you see anything in red, those are bad guys. Anything that's blue is us. This guy was getting from. You also have the ability to call in artillery strikes. There are times when we're doing so bad and I'm surrounded that I call the strike on myself. And it's worked. It's helped. So, due to my sacrifice, my team has won. There we go. Oh, hi. Oh, nice. I got a rank doesn't matter achievement. That's always good. Because that was a much larger tank, like I was saying earlier. The heavier tanks are now being put into play. That one's already gone. Seriously? Also, too, your crew. Oh yeah, looks like my tank is done. My gunner's been wounded. I'm in trouble. I'm gonna drop this. I couldn't drop the artillery strike in time. Bark at the Moon too. You think he's an Aussie fan? I hope so. Ouch. That was delicious. Alright, cool. Let me bring in this guy. Planes might come in soon. Do I want to do the air? Let's do this one. Let's just have fun with this one. Never bring a machine gun to a bazooka fight, right? This one's good and fast. I like this one. I can drift with this one. Yay! Alright. Going through. I've got one person watching. That's probably me. Alright. I don't have artillery strikes for this one. Of course not, because I didn't do that. Okay, we do have planes in the sky, which means I might be able to shoot. Oh, looks like I've got a kill for something. That was probably somebody who gave me a hard time before. Alright, fine, whatever. Let's go. Turn the boat around real fast. That's behind the walls. I don't think we hit him. think that guy's. Yep, that guy's gone. All right. Oh, I can. Oh, also too here. Did I miss it? Oh, I missed it. This version can also step out of your tank for a little while and fly. So that kind of breaks up the game a little bit. But it, oh, he got blown up. But it also leaves you open. So you need to find a nice. Okay, these are two heavy tanks. Oh, here we go. Look, this guy. Let's look at this guy. I think he's too far. Again, you have a leading marker. Yeah. He's going down. He's done. I'll take an assist. That's fine. Oh, cool. I'm starting their battle. Did I get it? Hold on. Okay, let me hide this boat. I might come back to this thing not being here. So, all right, cool. Yeah, this looks Russian. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I have. There's a bit of a mix and match with this. I don't know what kind of damage I can do here, but the Sturm Panzer. This is a tank killer here. Oh! Yep. Didn't pull up fast enough. That's okay. Oh, there's a. That's a heavy. That's a super heavy. I can shoot at him. I'm not gonna do any damage to him. Yep. Gone. Got an assist. I'll take the assist. Ooh, he had a bad day. Alright. We'll go with this guy. He's like the weakest of my tanks armor-wise. Ooh, I can call it in there. An artillery. So let me go with the plane and call it in. Oh, that was fast. Oh, hi. Seriously? That's all I hit him. Alright. Hit him. Do anything. Oh, hi. That one's most likely gone. Hey, I think we got this one. This was a quick one. I like this. Alright, after this, I think we're just going to leave it go with this one. See how we did. I don't know how long I was on for, but hope you got to see. We won. Cool. And I'm probably going to crack my phone. Alright, cool. We're going to wrap this up for right now. I want to see how this looks once it's up and processed. Again, this is just a test. See what we can do, and that's really it. Completed the tracks on this one. Great, I finally got a new tank. This is a tank killer. Like I said, I don't pay money for any of this stuff, so that it's all free, not free, but you know, in-game earnings. I don't pay money for this stuff. I know that it breaks their model, but who do I replace? I'm gonna get rid of this M4. I'm having a hard time with them, so I'm gonna choose this. I'm gonna choose the M. Pardon me. I'm gonna choose the M3 crew or the M4 crew. Cool. This opens up a whole new world to me. We're gonna go. If I did this round. Who's gonna take the longest? I already have a tank killer. Let me get this heavy tank. There we go. This guy will take forever. So I'm gonna research this one, just get it started. And I'm gonna research armor piercing rounds for this guy and purchase the tracks that I researched. So that the last longer should the tracks get hit, basically. And here we are. I'm gonna let this go for now. I'm gonna probably go to bed soon. I'm tired. See how this goes, mess around a little bit, and we're gonna call this one done. Again, thank you for watching the Tired Dad Tech, and hit the like and subscribe to the channel and watch some other nonsense and see where the channel goes. All right. Thanks for watching. It's gonna, as I awkwardly close the program because I don't know how to do this yet. So again, thank you very much, guys, and have a good night.